For many years, one London-based taxi charity has been taking veterans to Normandy for the D-Day commemorations so that they can pay their respects to those who made the ultimate sacrifice for freedom. I've been looking forward to this so much all show. Joining me now is the chairman of the taxi charity for military veterans, Colin Mills, and Royal Navy veteran Norman, or Norrie, I think we can call you, and Norrie Bartlett. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really thrilled that we can talk to you. Colin, I'm just going to talk to you first quickly about what is your charity about and what do you actually do?
It's supporting the veterans from all conflicts, but at the moment, obviously, with the news, it's World War II. And it's to keep them socialising, meeting, dealing, remembrance, going to see friends, and even a normal kind of doctor's appointment or anything like that. We're there for them all the time. And
what in particular are you doing around the D-Day 80th anniversary?
Right, it's a 6-day trip. All expenses paid for the veterans. They pay nothing other than possibly a drink if he buys me one. Yeah, so we pick them up at their house on the Monday. And then we've got a event down at Portsmouth. Mm-hmm. Can't talk too much about it because security reasons.
Of course,
and,
yes.
Then they have that. That is an all-day event, so it starts at about 3 o'clock and goes through about 9 o'clock. We pick them up, put them to bed, and then we get the ferry in the afternoon, get the cross ferry over to Caen, put them away to bed so they don't cause too many trouble, and then it starts on the 5th, and we go to. Sorry, I've only just got the itinerary. The Pegasus Museum. We will have a service there to do with the airborne. It's predominantly it's to do with the airborne. And all the people that fell at Salt Beach and obviously elsewhere in the area. Hopefully afterwards we might be meeting up with the American GIs. There's about 50 of them coming over, so they can have a quick chat. And then we go on to a parachute jump, which is a kind of reenactment. Mm-hmm. It's the modern-day paras are jumping out. Afterwards, we're going to Bayeux to meet, again, someone.
A bit of security. No, it does sound like an amazing trip, Norrie. I mean, what does it mean? You were there. I mean, the amazing red medals on your chest there. I mean, what does it mean to you this weekend?
Oh, it's fantastic, really, because not only does it reunite us, old vets, and some we know, some we don't know, but the beauty of it is that it brings back, to me anyway, memories of comradeship, and that's like what followed during the war. When we first met the charity people, I mean, they've been marvellous with us. And without them, we wouldn't have enjoyed the trips we have to Holland and Normandy, Bayeux. It's been fantastic, and I've got nothing but praise for them.
It must be incredibly emotional for you, Norrie. For us, it's a history book. For you, this is your experience, what it was actually like for you. How emotional is it to go back with reunited with some of your colleagues and meeting new colleagues and remembering those that didn't come back?
Well, I mean, I was only a youngster anyway. When I first joined up, I was 16 years of age. Put my age on a year, and joined the Navy. And my first, affair against the Germans was trying to sink a U-boat in the English Channel. We would go taking a convoy up, and, that was my first aspect of war, really. But then, of course, as we moved on, got a bit older, travelled further, like in the Atlantic, Western approaches, taking convoys. And after that, after D-Day, we were sent to the Pacific to fight against the Japanese, which was quite experienced,
You were only 16 and a half when you joined up, so at D-Day you were 18 years old?
18, yeah.
19, which by today's standards sounds incredibly young.
Yeah.
D-Day in particular, 425,000 mostly young men never came back from that. Germans, Americans, Brits. It's a horrific death toll. How do you feel now, having been through that, about your colleagues and comrades that didn't come back and the sacrifice that you all made?
Well, I got a bit uptight about it, really, because, you know, I mean, we know what these guys went, because we were bringing them over from England to fight on the beaches. And, you know, we were anchored a mile offshore, and we know what they were going through. If they got out alive, they were the guys that we knew. When you think that only a week before, probably, we were drinking pints of beer in a pub with them. Yeah. You know, and got to know them well. And then you see them go into battle. It was quite horrendous.
It must be quite painful for you, even though it's 80 years ago, to relive.
We know what they'll be going through. We actually saw them get killed. But they didn't know that until they did get killed, you know. But, I mean, they had a terrible time. And people call us people heroes, but the heroes were the one that didn't come back.
No, exactly. It's incredibly... So to go back there, and you don't mind me saying, you're 98 now, aren't you, Norrie?
98 in 2 months.
In 2 months? A happy birthday coming up to you. You look remarkable, and you've got the most cheekiest smile, I have to say. You look remarkably fit and healthy. So to go back and be able to do so, now there's obviously, you know, you've got to be at least 98 now to have been in D-Day. I mean, there are people that lied about their age. There's not many of you left now. So how does that make you feel that many young men died at 18 and you're now coming up to 98? You've had all those years that they never had.
Well, I feel jolly lucky, really. That's all I can say, you know. I've had my problems during life, obviously. Got married young when we were 18. Lost my wife 2 months ago, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And we'd been married 77 years.
Wow.
But we had 2 years to go before she reached her 97th birthday. And if she'd had another 2 months, we'd have been married 79 years.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
And that was a loss, you know. But you learn to grow with it. You do other things. And, of course, charity came along and changed my life, really.
That's amazing.
I've got nothing but praise for these guys.
Talking of the charity, Colin, people watching and listening today, how can they get involved? How can they help? I noticed you're wearing a particularly wonderful T-shirt.
Well, they can buy these T-shirts for a start. They're on taxicharity.org.
Right, OK.
£15. They've got the key rings and the badges. They're all on there. Brilliant. Just donate, please,
and
because
that website address again is
taxicharity.org.
Right, you know what to do, people. You've got to do this. Norrie, Colin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with the D-Day remembrance. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time. Well, OK.